Position coach, how do you like it?
Love it. Yeah, it's a blast. It's really what I'm passionate about and what I want to do. So yeah, just love it. It's tons of fun.
What would you say you've learned through your first spring and fall of actually running a room?
Learned not a ton. Like it's very similar to what I was doing at Linfield, just different position. So just more kind of confirmed things that I already thought I knew, and it's been going really well.
30 under 30 for you from 247. They named you one of those. I'm wondering, you know, what's it like to see something like that?
It was pretty cool. I think my mom's going to be the most fired up about it. I didn't know anything about it until my buddy sent me it this morning. But yeah, pretty cool deal. But obviously, all I'm really concerned about is our tight ends. We're putting together the best team in offense and tight end room we possibly can here. So that's kind of the priority. But my mom and grandma will be excited.
Well, kind of on that note, then, what have you made of the group so far?
The tight end group? I really like them. Really like them. It's fun because they're all pretty talented, but in their own way. Like they're pretty different. Like varieties of skill sets, and it just makes it easier and a lot of fun to be a coach. You can be creative when you have a handful of different skill sets and types of tight ends. So yeah, I think it's a pretty strong group. I think a lot of them will play, and they'll play not only like winning football, but complementary football within the room, within the offense, and within the team.
Obviously it wasn't your group a season ago, but when you went back, rewatched the tape of how the tight ends played last year, where do you feel like they've kind of taken the biggest steps heading into the season? Obviously new faces, but
I think it's just kind of like overall with being a part of the offense last year in my role, like we've just taken significant steps forward overall as like in an entire offense. So like I think it's the same thing as the tight end room. Like obviously we've added some new pieces, but just in terms of how we fit within the scheme, knowing the scheme, and just having year two to be in it. With the returning guys, and then the new guys have really picked it up well. So I think it's just overall comfortability and just like being able to go out and play free, play fast, winning football, and cut some of the thinking out.
And Riley, obviously being one of the guys added to the group, and we'll hear from him today. I'm wondering, what he has brought on the field, and then his, sort of personality. And
obviously you can't miss him out there, so he's brought a pretty just big, like physical presence out there on the field. He's not only is he big, but he's got really good feet, and so like he can execute all the blocks we're trying to have the tight ends execute. And then he's also a really good receiving threat. He's pretty polished in the pass game as well in terms of like route details, getting in and out of breaks, good hands, and obviously a massive target. And then personality-wise, he's probably not he's not the loudest guy in the world, but you can definitely see his personality as he's been here longer, like grow and him gain comfort socially with the guys, which is awesome. Like messing around within the tight end room and all that type of stuff, which is good. And then he's also very helpful with the young guys, and that's one thing that's really cool about the group we have is like Riley's played a lot of football, Bryce has played a lot of football, Gabe's played a lot of football, and so they're able to really pull from those experiences they have and help teach and coach up the younger guys as well. So it's a pretty neat group to be a part of, just from that standpoint of players helping players.
Another new guy in that room, what have you seen out of Jackson Bowers so far? I know I haven't seen him in a couple days, but just kind of in the early goings.
He's good. I really like Jackson. He's tough, he's competitive, he wants to be really good, and so I think he's got a chance to turn himself into a really good football player. But he just generally does the right things and wants to be good and shows up to work every day. So yeah, pretty excited about Jackson.
it seems like an obvious thing, but having a bigger, stronger tight end like Riley to set the edge as a blocker for a group that obviously is going to run the ball a lot this year. I mean, how valuable has it been, and how valuable do you think it will be?
Yeah, I think it's huge. The cool thing too is like Riley can do that, but you can put him on the backside, and he's athletic enough to sprint down and cut some guy off, or he's athletic enough to pull around on certain plays and do a lot of various different things. And so not only having him at the point of attack, but also having him on the backside doing some other jobs, I think just makes us better overall. And kind of the same thing with a lot of those guys is we train them in every position, so like no matter what happens, there's somebody in there that's capable and willing to do those jobs. And so yeah, like you said with Riley, it's been a lot of fun to be able to move those guys around and play, you know, Riley with Bryce, and then play Riley with Coop, and then Riley with Gabe, and you know, same thing with all those guys. But just being able to move them around and cross train them as much as we can, so we always feel like we have the best 1, 2, or you know, more guys in there.
What have you seen in terms of Bryce and his growth?
It's been really good. Like, one thing about Bryce is he's always been like one of the smarter football players. One of the smartest guys, like football smarts wise, that I've been around. And so with that, he's got good feel for the game. So like in the pass game specifically, there's some things that take some feel, you know, like settling in the zone, like running a route off of a particular defender. And Bryce has got really good feel for that. There's the same things too in the run game. And so I think just for him, taking the next step physically, like he's bigger than he's ever been, he's athletic, or he's moving, you know, as well, if not better than he's ever been. And then he's also got that feel for it, both in the run game and the pass game. And so I think for him, his growth has really been just like he's turned himself basically from a walk-on tight end to a pretty elite player, with being, you know, really strong in the run game and then also very good in the pass game as well.
Anything else? Thanks, Coach.